Hello and welcome to the second week of Season 23, Season of the Wish, starting on December 5th, 2023. So for week 2, let's get going with our legacy rotation, starting with the Forsaken expansion.
Ready if you are. Let's see what's out there.
The Dreaming City this week is at a weak curse level, which means Petrovenge can be found in the Strand, and has the Broken Courier mission for the next week. The Blind Well features Scorn enemies and the Plagues, Sicarus and Veracus. The Ascendant challenge this week will be the Agonon's Abyss, which can be located over in the Bay of Drowned Wishes Lost sector on the Dreaming City. Next up, the Shadowkeep expansion. On the Moon, the weekly story mission is Beyond. The Trove Guardian is located in Archer's Line, while the Wandering Nightmare is the Nightmare Ajax, Claws of Zevra Wrath at the Hellmouth. And the Nightmare hunts this week will be Skolust, Pride, Omnigul, Anguish, and Zydron, Servitude. For our Beyond Light expansion, on Europa this week, Credis the Dark Priestess will be the Empire Hunt, Eventide Ruins will be the Eclipse Zone, and the Exo Challenge will be Survival. For the 30th Anniversary expansion, Dares of Eternity Legendary rounds are Cabal, Taken, and for the final round, Crota. The loot rotation will be on week 1's rotation, with the Scatterhorn armor set and the Wild Hunt armor set being available. The weapons available this week will be the Arc Lightweight Frame Bow, Arsenic Bite 4B, the Arc Adaptive Frame Heavy Grenade Launcher Blast Batu, the Solar Precision Frame Linear Fusion Rifle Corsair's Wrath, the Void Wave Frame Energy Grenade Launcher Deafening Whisper, the Kinetic Adaptive Frame Hand Cannon Dire Promise, the Kinetic Precision Frame Sidearm Enigma's Draw, the Kinetic Lightweight Frame Submachine Gun Escape Velocity, the Arc Adaptive Frame Pulse Rifle Giant 7 Rifle, the Kinetic Precision Frame Submachine Gun Friction Fire, the Void Precision Frame Scout Rifle Royal Chase, the Kinetic Aggressive Frame Hand Cannon True Prophecy, and the Solar Adaptive Frame Fusion Rifle Timeline's Vertex. For the Witch Queen expansion, the Witch Queen weekly story mission is The Cunning, where the modifier will be Scorched Earth, with Barrier and Unstoppable champions. Also this week you will have Altar of Reflections Catalyst, and Altar of Reflections Pact. The Wellspring activity has been updated to include a featured Throne World weapon, Veritas armor, and a weapon pattern as its rewards. For the Lightfall expansion, the weekly mission is First Contact, with extra shields, block loadouts and extra champions, Barrier and Unstoppable champions, Void Threat, Scorched Earth, Overcharged weapons, Stasis and Solar Surges, Overcharged shotguns, and Galvanized on hero difficulty only. The Partition mission will be Backdoor, Contest mode enabled, with Barrier and Overload champions, Void Threat, Arc and Solar shields, Shocker modifier, with Solar and Stasis surges. And the Vex incursion this week will be Zephyr Concourse. In addition, the weekly Lightfall reset also refreshes the Pinnacle drop for the Node Override Avalon exotic mission on the EDZ. For the Season of the Deep, all 3 fishing ponds are now exotic all week. Raids and Dungeons. The Crota's End raid challenge this week is the 4th encounter, Crota, Son of Oryx, called All for One. Crota's Overshield must be destroyed in full within about 3 seconds. Plus, if you complete the weekly challenge on Master, you'll get an Adept weapon. The Adept weapon you get is a random drop, but works on a knockout system. You will get a new one with every challenge you complete every week until you've unlocked them all. The Root of Nightmares raid challenge this week is the 1st encounter, Cataclysm, called Illuminated Torment. This is where every Tormentor must be killed by a player with the Field of Light buff. The Kingsfall raid challenge this week is the 4th encounter, Daughters of Oryx, called Under Construction. Players cannot stand on the same plate twice in a single phase. The Vow the Disciple challenge this week is the 2nd encounter, the Caretaker, called Base Information, where runners cannot pick up more than 1 stack of knowledge on each run. The Vault of Glass challenge this week is the 5th encounter, Atheon, called Ensembler's Refrain. Each player teleported can only destroy 1 Oracle in each spawn set. The Deep Stone Crypt challenge this week is the 4th encounter, Tanix, called The Core 4. Guardians must dunk all 4 cores before each DPS phase. And the Last Wish challenge this week is the 4th encounter, Vault, called Keep Out. Guardians must ensure that no Might of Riven Knights make it to the Center Chamber during the Vault fight. Your Pinnacle raid will be the Garden of Salvation over on the Moon, which means all challenges will be available for each encounter. These are the 1st encounter, Embrace, called To the Top. This is where you must not kill the Cyclopses that spawn near the Consecrated Mine. The 2nd encounter, Spire Defense, called A Link to the Chain. This is where all Guardians must receive the Enlighten buff at the same time. The 3rd encounter, Consecrated Mind, called Staying Alive, where you must not kill the spawning Cyclopses in the first 2 rooms. And the 4th encounter, Sanctified Mind, called 0 to 100, where you must fully fill each conflux with 30 motes within 10 seconds of initially banking the first set of motes. Also, with the Gun of Salvation being the featured raid, this does mean that you might be able to find a team to guide you through the final part of the Divine Fragment quest and raid puzzles to collect the exotic trace rifle Divinity. The Pinnacle dungeon will be the Spire of the Watcher over on the Throne World, and the exotic mission rotator will be Presage, with the Dead Man's Tale exotic scout rifle being the main reward. Craftable weapons available from this mission include the Arc Adaptive Glaive Nezarex's Whisper, the Stasis Aggressive Frame Rocket Launcher Bump in the Night, the Kinetic Precision Frame Scout Rifle Tears of Contrition, the Void Adaptive Frame Trace Rifle Hollow Denial, the Kinetic Precision Frame Auto Rifle Firefright, the Solar Lightweight Frame Shotgun Without Remorse, the Kinetic Adaptive Frame Hand Cannon or Stringer, the Solar Sidearm Drang Baroque, the Solar Adaptive Frame Sniper Beloved, and the Solar Submachine Gun Callus Mini Tool, with the Eidolon Pursuant Armor Set. Next up, challenges. Wish Seeker 2, complete week 2 of Wishing All the Best. 4. Challenge XP+. Inner Fires, get 250 Solar, Void or Strand Final Blows. Bonus progress is granted for Scorch, Volatile or Suspend Final Blows. 4. Challenge XP++. Foes of the Dragon Taken, defeat 125 Taken anywhere in the system. Defeating Taken in Riven's Lair or the Coil grant additional progress. Additionally, complete 8 pathways in Riven's Lair and the Coil. 4. Challenge XP+. Dragon Defenders 2, defeat 125 targets with shotguns and bows. Gain additional progress for Guardian Final Blows and Final Blows within Riven's Lair or the Coil. 4. Challenge XP+. Absolutely Stunning, stun 50 champions. 4. Challenge XP+++ and Bright Dust. The Sun's Fire, defeat 25 Guardians with solar damage in the Crucible. 4. Challenge XP+, and Bright Dust. And Precision Calibration, calibrate 200 marksman weapons, scout rifles, sniper rifles and linear fusion rifles by landing precision final blows. Bonus progress against Guardians. 4. Challenge XP+, and Bright Dust. This season we have additional seasonal bonus challenges to complete. These are Wishful Armor Focusing, obtain a full set of Season of the Wish armor to unlock the following seasonal bonus. Wish engrams can be focused into individual pieces of high stat Season of the Wish armor. Wishful Weapon Focusing, obtain any 6 Season of the Wish or reprised Undying weapons to unlock the following seasonal bonus. Wish engrams can be focused into individual Season of the Wish or reprised Undying weapons. Weapons must first be obtained to be focused. Wish Crafting, successfully clear pathways in the Riven's Lair playlist or within the Coil to unlock the following seasonal bonus. Your first Wish weapon engram focused with Spirit of Riven in the helm each week is guaranteed to contain a weapon with a deep sight resonance that you do not have the pattern for. Soul Crafting, defeat 150 Vex with reprised Undying weapons to unlock the following seasonal bonus. Your first Undying weapon engram focused with the Spirit of Riven in the helm each week is guaranteed to contain a weapon with a deep sight resonance that you do not have the pattern for. Wishful Generosity, reach rank 10 with the Spirit of Riven in the helm to unlock the following seasonal bonus. Completing activities grants additional Wish engrams anytime one is rewarded. Wishful Keys, redeem 8 lair keys when opening lair chests in the Riven's Lair or the Coil to unlock the following seasonal bonus. When you redeem a lair key in Riven's Lair activities, you have a chance to earn additional Wish engrams. Key Crafting, complete the Coil activity with a silver or higher score to unlock the following seasonal bonus. The first time you redeem a lair key in Riven's Lair or the Coil each week, you will receive a Season of the Wish weapon with a deep sight resonance that you do not have the pattern for. Well Wishes, complete the Blind Well event in the Dreaming City after triggering its heroic encounter to unlock the following seasonal bonus. The first successful completion of the Blind Well on tier 3 or higher each week grants a Wish engram, and either a piece of high stat Season of the Wish armor or a Season of the Wish weapon. Your wishes, my commands. Purchase 10 tier 2 or higher Dragon's Gifts. Tier 3 Dragon's Gifts provide the most progress in the Coil to unlock the following seasonal bonus. Additional tier 2 and tier 3 Dragon's Gift are now available in the Coil. Tier 2 and Tier 3 now contain additional options to choose from.
Hello!
This season will see the introduction of Gunsmith engrams, as well as a selection of Foundry weapons for completing Legend and Master Lost sectors while solo, with Legend being a 70% chance to Master being 100%, assuming the Guardian is thorough enough to leave no champion standing. Thorough completions on Master difficulty will also have the advantage of weapons dropping an additional perk in either the 3rd or 4th column. The weapons available from the Lost sectors are grouped into 4 weapons per day over 4 days, and after the 4th day the cycle repeats back to the first set. The following weapons will be available from the Lost sectors during the Season of the Wish. Day 1, the Strand High Impact Frame Fusion Rifle Nox Perennial 5, the Strand Adaptive Frame Auto Rifle Old Sterling, the Solar Rapid Fire Frame Grenade Launcher Marsilian C, and the Stasis Omolon Adaptive Frame Sidearm Sinua SI6. Day 2, the Stasis High Impact Frame Pulse Rifle Psychomatic 5, the Strand Precision Frame Scout Rifle Glissando 47, the Strand Vice Rapid Fire Frame Sniper Rifle Urakanji, and the Arc Adaptive Frame Sword Nazaruddin. Day 3, the Solar Lightweight Frame Sidearm Heliocentric QSC, The Kinetic Aggressive Frame Sniper Rifle Last Foray, the Arc Aggressive Frame Shotgun Hand in Hand, and the Kinetic Lightweight Frame Pulse Rifle Battle Scar. Day 4, the Nadir Void Adaptive Frame Sword Geodetic HSM, the Arc Aggressive Frame Hand Cannon Combined Action, the Void Wave Frame Grenade Launcher Harsh Language, and the Solar Adaptive Frame Auto Rifle Coronator 22. Also, with this being a new season, we will have a legendary Lost Sector shakeup, meaning we won't know the order of the Lost Sectors until we've had a full rotation. But as a reminder, your daily Lost Sector will show you a flag outside which will give you details of threats, shields, champions and exotic armour you will find inside. But if you're new to the game or using an alternate character and can't find the flag outside, you will have to run through the Lost Sector normally to have it show up on your map as a Legend/Master, which you can either do solo or with a fire team, but you'll only be able to earn a chance at the exotic drop when completing solo.
Lead the way.
Our second featured Nightfall will see us face off against Hymix in the birthplace of the Vial over on the Throne World, where you have a chance to get a Pinnacle engram if you complete the Nightfall with a score of 200k or more. This Nightfall will require you to own the Witch Queen expansion. You'll be able to earn high-end gear for your characters, including the Nightfall featured weapon, exotic gear, enhancement cores, enhancement prisms, ascendant shards and adept Nightfall ciphers. The higher the Nightfall difficulty, the more common the drop will be, with the featured weapon and exotic gear being uncommon at hero difficulty to being common with ascendant shards in Grand Masters. Legend and lower Nightfalls will have 7 Overload and 5 Unstoppable, with 2 Solar, 7 Void and 4 Arc shields. Masters and GMs will have 12 Overload and 8 Unstoppable, with 2 Solar, 7 Void and 2 Arc shields. Your Nightfall modifiers are Hero difficulty maximum effective level 1765, matchmaking is available, enemies have extra shields, champions foe, you will face Overload and Unstoppable champions, you can either use intrinsic exotics, use a subclass debuff or unlock anti-champion mods from the seasonal artifact. Overcharged weapons, weapons overcharged from the seasonal artifact are active in this activity. Kinetic weapons do increase damage when your subclass element matches an active surge. Void threat, 25% increase to incoming void damage. 2 elemental surges, 25% bonus to 2 outgoing elements damage. An overcharged weapon, 25% bonus damage with a specific weapon type. Raider shields, Scorn Raiders have void shields. Galvanize, combatants have more health and are more difficult to stun. Legend difficulty maximum effective level 1815 includes all previous modifiers except Galvanized. No matchmaking. Equipment locked, you will be unable to change your equipment once the mission starts. Master difficulty maximum effective level 1820 includes all previous modifiers except Galvanized. Champions mob, this difficulty adds more champion enemies. And Scorched Earth, enemies throw grenades significantly more often. To combat champions, you have access to subclass counters as well as a choice of intrinsic anti-champion artifact mods. This season's artifact is the Queen's Foil Sensor. The anti-champion mods available this week are Overload Auto Rifle, Overload Pulse Rifle, and Overload Rocket Launcher, Unstoppable Hand Cannon, and Unstoppable Bow. You also have exotic weapons and armor that can help with intrinsic mods as well. For Overload, the Void Energy Bowler Monarch, the Arc Energy Linear Trace Rifle Divinity, the Arc Heavy Machine Gun Thunderlord, and the Warlock Exotic Boots the Secant Filaments, which when you drop an Empowering Rift, any weapon that is fired from inside the well can cause an Overload champion to be stunned. For Unstoppable, the Kinetic Fusion Rifle Bastion, the Kinetic Hand Cannon Malfeasance, the Kinetic Scout Rifle Touch of Malice, the Solar Energy Sidearm Devil's Ruin, the Void Heavy Bow Leviathan's Breath, the Titan Gauntlet Sash and Wake, where Fusion Grenade hits stun Unstoppable champions, and the Hunter Gauntlet Zathras' Embrace, which have a chance to stun Unstoppable champions with their empowered weighted knife. Lord Shaxx brings Clash to the party Relentless playlist for the second week of the season. Clash is a 6v6 PvP mode where level advantages are disabled, and points are gained through scoring kills against the opposing team. Players are not penalised for low map control, and can bunker down together or fan out as they see fit. Strength in numbers is paramount as a lone player can be picked off very quickly by team shooting enemies. Heavy ammo can swing the balance of a match, so controlling the box can be the key to winning. Super usage, both offensively and defensively, is one way to break the deadlock. Showdown will also be available in the 3v3 playlist. In Showdown, 2 teams of 3 compete in a round-based twist on the standard team deathmatch. Teams have to work together to score as many kills as they can across a series of 5-timed rounds. If each team manages to win 2 rounds apiece, a 5th Showdown round commences, in which each player has only 1 life, kicking off a tense elimination style tiebreaker. Rounds are 90 seconds with a score limit of 10. Revives are available, and reviving a down teammate before they respawn will take the point back from the opposing team. And available in the Crucible Labs playlist this week will be Relic. Relic is a 6v6 PvP party mode where all players wreak havoc and destruction on their foes with a relic weapon. Relics include the Aegis Shield from Vault of Glass, the Synaptic Spear from Season of the Risen, and the Scythe from Season of the Haunted. Each player charges their personal relic energy by defeating opponents with their normal loadout. Upon reaching full charge, players can acquire the relic from the relic depot. Defeating relic holders and using relics to defeat opponents earns points for the team.
Delightful!
The 6v6 control node will be taken over by Valus Forge, as he returns to the tower for the first time this season, bringing with him Iron Banner Tribute. This is a week-long free-to-play Crucible event, which means there will be no Trials of Osiris at the weekend. Power level is disabled, meaning you can go into Iron Banner with whatever weapons and armour you would like. Iron Banner also brings with it challenges and a seal to become an Iron Lord. Each day for 4 days for each character from Tuesday Reset, Lord Saladin will give you the opportunity to receive Pinnacle rewards and rank boosts. By hovering over the Iron Banner node on the director, it will show you the 2 series objectives. Each series has 4 challenges rolled out daily over the week. Series 1, players can complete Iron Banner matches with no restrictions to earn Iron Banner rank bonus multipliers. Series 2, players can earn points in Iron Banner with a specific seasonal subclass equipped to earn Iron Banner Pinnacle rewards. You can either play each day and collect each Pinnacle and rank boost, or you can wait until the Friday reset to play all the games you need to receive all the Pinnacles and boosts in one go. To receive the rank boost, you will have to play 3, 7, 12, and 18 games in total for all 4 boosts. And to receive the Pinnacles, you will have to get 50, 125, 225, and 350 points whilst having a specific seasonal subclass equipped. As a reminder, Pinnacle rewards will give you +5 to your power level if you are below the power cap of 1800. But if you are 1800 trying to reach the Pinnacle cap of 1810, then the Pinnacles will give you +2 in light. Players can rank up with Lord Saladin to receive rewards from his reward track, and equipping any Iron Banner armour, ornament, or weapon plus Iron Banner emblem will progress your progress faster in ranking up. This is multiplied if you complete the daily boost as well. For the Iron Banner gear boost requirements, all 5 pieces must be equipped as gear or ornament for it to take effect. Iron Banner Tribute is a supremacy-based game mode, where 2 teams of 6 players are pitted against each other, with the objective to deposit fallen crests at a tribute station to earn points for their team. Every Guardian that falls will leave a class-based crest behind, and collecting those is the key to winning each match, no matter if they were dropped by a defeated enemy or by a fallen comrade. Securing opposing Guardian's crest and banking them will net the team 1 point per crest, and collecting a fallen teammates will deny your opponent that point. Banking many crests at once can trigger a hunt phase, which activates a special tribute station and increases the value of all the crests deposited for 1 minute. But take care, as other Guardians won't be the only things guarding these high-value tribute stations. With this being the first Iron Banner of the season, this does mean that you have another chance to become an Iron Lord by completing 7 triumphs. These are Jolder's Victory, win matches in the Iron Banner playlists across all events and seasons. Ganora's Seal, acquire Iron Banner armour. Each armour piece must be unique to count towards the total. Ormond's Taste, acquire Iron Banner weapons. Each weapon must be unique to count towards the total. All-Wing Spirit, earn points by completing objectives in the Iron Banner playlist modes. Frostmire's Will, complete Iron Banner challenges. Grimmel's Dedication, reset Iron Banner rank twice. Jorum's Howl, complete Iron Banner matches whilst wearing at least 1 piece of Iron Banner armour. An additional progress for each piece of Iron Banner armour equipped. And to gild the title this season, you have 5 triumphs to complete, which are Glorious Howl, win Iron Banner matches, and additional progress for each piece of Iron Banner armour equipped. Again with Feeling, reset Iron Banner rank. On Point, earn points by completing objectives in the Iron Banner playlist modes whilst using a Strand, Solar, Arc or Void subclass. One and Done, complete all 4 Iron Banner challenges in a single Iron Banner celebration. And Down Dear Friend, defeat 200 Guardians in Iron Banner, and bonus progress for using Iron Banner weapons from the current season. Season of the Wish Iron Banner brings with it new rewards to collect, including the Iron Banana Emblem Tributary, and the legendary shader Biochrome Oasis. The 2 featured Iron Banner weapons this season are the Lethal Abundance Strand High Impact Frame Auto Rifle, which has a base impact of 33, range of 80 and stability of 31. In column 1 it can roll with a new trait called Slice, where casting your class ability allows weapons to sever targets on a hit for a brief duration, with Keep Away and Dynamic Sway Reduction. And in column 2 it can roll with Onslaught, Tap the Trigger and Target Lock. And the Riftwalker Kinetic Lightweight Frame Shotgun, which has a base impact of 65, a range of 45 and stability of 43. It can roll with Slideways, Killing Wind and Discord, with Opening Shot, Adagio and Iron Reach. Both weapons have the origin perk of Skulking Wolf, while at low health, Guardian Final Blows with the weapon grant Enhanced Radar and remove you from the opposing radar.
That is amazing.
This week we'll also see double XP across all Crucible game modes, including Iron Banner. And that's it for the second week of Season the Wish. Thank you for watching. Allons-y.
Guardian down.